Hello, Taurus. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to do your single spread here, the 4 pillars for the second half of April, guys. Uh, Already shuffled, put a little energy on them. So this is super singles read, I call it. Super singles because we want to bring in your soulmate, someone you have met. This is the person that Source has for you, and that is serves your greatest good. You'll serve their greatest good. So we don't want to talk about here your next ex-wife or your next ex-husband. We want to talk here about the one that's for you, one that's right for you. We're going to try to describe them using the emotional, intellectual, sex and love, and values, core values, and their lifestyle. We're going to look at those different aspects of their personality, try to describe them for you. So we'll call the airport, tell them to clear runway. There's a plane been circling around trying to land. They're about out of fuel because you've been busy with other people for years and years, but now you're ready. Now you're ready. Bring them down. We're going to meet them, get to know them, and see what they're really like here. Wow. This is in their emotional nature. So obviously very emotional coming through here. The 8 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles, but balanced. I think their emotional balance took them some time. With that 8 of Cups, not a great childhood. Intellectual nature, 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups, Queen of Swords. 3 is Gemini, communication. So, with the Queen of Swords here, this is someone who speaks their mind, Taurus, about love and relationships, for one. Maybe about everything. They may be, too, wanting to see the big picture, wanting to see other people's perspectives. This is sort of like willing to go the extra mile intellectually, like suspension of belief, wanting to say understand people, but always squaring it off with the Queen of Swords, uh, keeping it real. And air, energy, and Mercury. It could be like an Aquarius Mercury I'd look for there. And they gotta have a water moon, Cancer moon, Pisces moon, maybe Scorpio moon. But this is not like a normal reading. This is not like they walked away from love but there was a process for them emotionally where they had to leave something behind. And it's like they chose love. So this is a person that they're, no matter what age they are, no matter what's happened to them, I don't think they're going to be cynical here. Like this Queen of Swords, she's not cynical, she's just truthful. Like she will absolutely cut right through any bullshit, let's say. Like I would say, he or she here doesn't have much tolerance for BS, and will call something out, I think, as soon as they see it here. And they may have a very good mind for figuring things out, too. They can think fast, and they can think with depth, and with bring in their emotions, bring in the unconscious, and bring that all together into this Queen of Swords. So when she speaks, this Queen of Swords, she speaks with a lot of authority, a lot of consideration, and a lot of respect for the truth. But you look at the doves flying around her, it's the same in the ace here. She doesn't want to cause trouble. In fact, a lot of what she says may even bring peace because people could be arguing or something, and she could bring it into it by stating something that is beyond refute. Both parties have to stop and go, well, this person has a point here. So how would you notice that? in their speech with you. If you're on a date, they may do this with you even. Like, remember, it's your person. It's not nothing toxic or something, but they may correct you or something and say, well, I don't know. If you maybe look at it this way, you'll see that that isn't quite true. Um, but emotionally, I think they have to do a lot of work with the Two of Pentacles to stay stable. And so they've learned with the Ten of Cups how to be emotionally stable in themselves and how to be kind of emotionally fulfilled. So it's like they're a person that already, in themselves has their own marriage. They're married to themselves. They're comfortable, which is kind of an extreme way of putting it, but they're it's very good because if they're going to attach to anyone, it's going to totally be out of love because they are completely self-contained, emotionally self-contained here. Um, and they like other people, and they like they're open and open-minded. They like to get out and do things. They like to be around other people, be social. They have very good boundaries. They don't play the fool at all. But it took them a lot of work to get into this position where they feel really content, really comfortable in their own skin. And it sort of like implies that that's going to have to. This Two of Pentacles is like an ongoing balancing in themselves, something way that they've learned. So, they may need to do something. They may need to do yoga. They may need to do meditation, whatever it is, or several things or combinations of things that keeps them in this place, this equilibrium emotionally. And because they have done some kind of work, gotten into this place, they're a little bit older, at least past their Saturn return. That's why they can be so clear. The Queen of Swords also doesn't project her shit on anyone. If she says da da da, it's about you. It's not her projecting some crap on you, right? So let's look at them sexually. Might be looking with the Knight of Pentacles, Earth, Mars. And with the Queen of Pentacles, maybe Earth, Venus. Wouldn't be unusual. Maybe in the same Earth sign. This is their core values and their lifestyle here. With the Knight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and this Knight of Swords. To match the Queen of Swords over here. Because, how we think and how we're emotionally grounded and everything, of course, plays right into not only our sexuality, but, our lifestyle and our core values. And this is someone that wants, I want to say control again. It's not at a toxic level like that. Not like they want to control you. They want to control their destiny here. They do not want to work 9 to 5. They do not want to be under the thumb of anyone or anything. They're kind of traditional. They may do something that involves the Wheel of Fortune here. Could involve finances. They could be involved in finances somehow. Investments, an investment firm, something like that. They may tell you a story like that. Looking at them intellectually, yeah, they're very not aggressive, but assertive. And this would play forward, like they may have started companies with the Knight of Wands and gone under, and they just started again and gone under. So an entrepreneur and someone who is strong at the core, like no matter what happens, like they're just going to brush themselves off and they're going to start over. They're going to get back on their horse and they're going to keep going. you know I kind of like it because you see you got the Nine of Pentacles here too. um Now sexually, I don't think they're going to tell you stories. They may tell you stories about a past love affair. This is what I think. I think they got married probably early because of this Eight of Cups here, and that was part of their emotional growth here in healing, and they may have had only that one relationship. But I don't see them being the kind of person that's going to get themselves in a lot of trouble. This here with these three and this three, it's like this is a Queen of Swords who can see shit coming. So like if they tell you you're out at dinner and you're like, yeah, if they say, look, honey, we don't want to go home with them. They're a clusterfuck. Trust me. Just listen and do what they tell you because they see things coming here. You know, there's not a lot that they don't see. It gets by them, I don't think. Um, Now, sexually, they're dominant. They know their worth. Um, I don't see anything here that says they don't know their worth anyway. But so they know their worth sexually. Again, we got the Earth signs, maybe Earth Venus and Earth Mars, and I gotta say, with the Ten of Swords, they come hard. Yeah, in terms of the sex. Um, and I don't know if anybody's had sex or maybe you are at Earth, Mars, or especially, it's this grounding experience. It's almost like they kind of ground out, like they discharge into the earth with an orgasm. And it might just be like very, very strong. But in terms of Venus energy, they're going to be very consistent and persistent. And, um, when I see the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, it's the Queen that would send out the Knight. And this is from their core. And they may have a little bit from the stuff in the past where they're a little concerned. Uh, this may be why the orgasm's so strong for them. It's like maybe when they lose themselves, it's like a love-hate thing. A lot of people, they don't like to lose themselves with an orgasm. So that's going to come through in the relationship a little bit. Like they're stable, and they're there for you and consistent in the way they love you. But there's for them this underlying little fear that they have. Now, when they're with you and with their soulmate, this should be alleviated. And again, this is something they've dealt with. It's way down here. And it's got the Queen here on one side of swords and the King of Swords on the other side. So it's like they got this, you know. It's not toxic. It's not a problem, but it's there, you know. Um, so it wouldn't hurt to give them some extra reassurance in terms of love and sexuality. There's someone's going to really be, and two, I think there with the Queen of Pentacles here, that Venus energy. There's someone's going to want to take it slow and take sex slow, like spend some time and kiss and hold each other, and they're not going to be like a passionate slam bam thank you ma'am type person. They might be a little more like that in the way they handle business. Slam bam thank you ma'am, got 'em right here. Slam bam thank you ma'am. And usually the wheel of fortune turns in their favor though. So being the King of Swords, this person too may have amassed some wealth, or at least manifested a secure uh, physical world for themselves here, Taurus. So I think that describes them some. Let me know if that resonates with you, and like if you would. It's good karma. It's easy. Share is great, and subscribe. We'll be putting out the dailies, quickies, Monday through Friday, with Friday's the weekend, and every Monday is airs in Taurus Day. So thank you.